Right, Songwriter Not the Song, now where we feature the hidden men and women behind the songs that were hits for people who became very famous. And today, Les Reed, and I'm delighted, delighted. We don't very often have a guest on. I'm delighted to have Donna Reed on the programme. Good afternoon, Donna.
Good afternoon, Owen. How are you?
I'm very well indeed. You must be very proud to be the daughter of one of the famous, well, the greatest British songwriters of all time.
Thank you. Immensely proud. I mean, he had such an amazing career. And, he's left such a huge legacy, so very proud.
Yeah, absolutely. I know he only passed away in April, I think, of this year. And
yes.
And you probably still miss him. Well, we'll miss him forever and ever, I know that. But, you know, the legacy that he left was incredible.
It certainly was. And before he died, we were working on his autobiography, which we didn't quite finish, but we will finish it for him.
I'm sure you will.
But I'm still learning things about his career that I didn't know, and I've known him quite a long time.
Oh, absolutely, yes. You know, it must have been unbelievable for you when you were like a teenager, even before you were a teenager. When did you realise what you had as a father? Did people come around to see him?
Yeah, I mean, I can remember. I was very, very young when It's Not Unusual became a hit.
Yeah. And
we had a party at home, and I was only probably about 4, but I remember the party, and I remember Tom and Linda, his wife, being there. I think Linda was pregnant with Mark.
Mark, yeah, Mark.
And I was thinking, what's all this about? Why is everyone going crazy about this man? I didn't realise what a huge success it was at the time. Obviously, I was too young to really appreciate it.
At what age then did you realise that your dad was one of the greatest songwriters of all time?
I think in 1969 we went to Rio. He was representing the UK with a singer called Malcolm Roberts and a song called Love Is All.
Yes, you wrote that.
And it was a huge song festival. I think it was in a football stadium over there, about 70,000 people there. Yeah. And the crowd, I was backstage with my mum, and the crowd were going crazy for Malcolm and his song. And they gave him a 20-minute standing ovation. And we were backstage, and we didn't really know what was going on. And it was just the most incredible feeling. And I suddenly remember thinking, and I was about 8 at the time, thinking, wow, my dad's out there conducting this orchestra, and he must be quite famous.
Oh,
that was the first time, really.
But it's great to be famous and not be known, because you could walk anywhere and do anything, and nobody really knew who he was.
And that's how he liked it, Owen. He was very much a background boy. He did some television, as you probably know, New Faces and the pop proms. But he preferred to be able to walk into town and not be recognised, because he felt that he should be a background boy, and that the artists were the ones that should be getting the acclaim. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to play a song of his now, right? And we played these songs so many times, because we only play 60s and 70s, and
Wonderful.
It's brilliant. Now this band, I actually, the Applejacks, who came from the Midlands, and Megan Davis was on bass guitar with them,
right.
and one of the lead singer actually works down in West Wales. He lives in West Wales,
okay.
And I thought we'd play this because he wrote this with Jeff Stevens, with Jeff Murphy, with Jeff Stevens. In fact, the both of them we're going to play today are with Jeff Stevens. So let's play this. This was number 7 in 1964, The Applejacks and Tell Me When, written by Les Reed. Top 10 hit in 1964, written by Jeff Murphy. I said it again, Jeff Stevens. Jeff Stevens and Les Reed, and Les Reed's lovely daughter is with me, Donna. Donna, I got to be honest. I look at some of the songs he's written. In fact, I've got a band called the Travelling Wrinklies, and our second song in our set is Here It Comes Again by the Fortunes. He wrote that. He wrote There's a Kind of Hush.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Engelbert Humperdinck and Tom Jones. He wrote so many songs for them.
He did. He wrote, obviously, It's Not Unusual for Tom. He wrote The Last Waltz for Engelbert. He had Delilah. I mean, he had some wonderful, wonderful years with both of them. And, very, very proud. I mean, just so lucky that Delilah has become so big with the Wales Rugby Club.
Oh, His father caused a lot of sore throats in Wales.
I know. Well, we came down in February to the Wales-England match at the Principality.
When we beat you. Okay.
I didn't know who to support that day because we had John Owen Jones, bless him.
Oh, I know John. Yeah, he's a great singer.
Wonderful. He sung Delilah to the crowd that day, and it was such a proud moment, to hear him sing and to hear the crowd join in. You can imagine, we were all in tears.
Brilliant.
Sadly, Dad wasn't well enough to come down and witness it himself, but we videoed it and we showed it to him, and he was so proud.
I have to tell you a story. When we had the World Cup here in years ago, I can't remember now. I'm not a massive rugby, but anyway, I did the warm-up on the pitch before before Shirley Bassey and Bryn Terfel came out.
Wow.
So I got on the stage. There's 75,000 people there, and I thought, right, I'm going to finish with Delilah. But I'm so pumped up. I pitched it a bit high.
Oh.
So I ended up like Norman Wisdom trying to sing it. You know what I mean?
I'd love to have seen that.
And they all went with me, all the Welsh were with me all the way. Well, it's thanks for spending just a little time with us and talk about your dad and memorabilia. You must have. Do you have any gold discs and things like that?
We just a few. Ivan Novello Award. I mean, he recently, last October, he received an award from Broadcast Music Inc. in America for over 5 million broadcast performances, if it's not unusual.
Yeah.
Which a friend of mine worked out is the equivalent to 19 years continuous airplay. Can you imagine just playing that for 19 years non-stop?
Now, has it rubbed off on his daughter? Do you write anything?
No, I don't.
No.
I look after the business side, Owen. I run his publishing company and I look after his copyrights, and obviously I will continue to do that. So, very proud. He's left a huge legacy, and my boys work with me, my two sons, who are also very proud of their granddad. So, it's lovely. Whilst it's a very sad time, it's wonderful to have these memories and his legacy.
Well, I'm quite emotional talking to you, I must be honest, because, I've been brought up with all these songs, and I knew Les. I've never met him, but I knew of him. I knew exactly what I always look behind the song.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people, just hear a song and don't perhaps think about what goes on behind the scenes. So it's nice, when people do sort of take the trouble to look behind the song. Well,
absolutely. Well, your dad brought out so much pleasure to so many millions of people, and we can't not play a Tom Jones song. And he wrote this for Tom, and it was a number 5 hit in 1970. Before I play it, have you got a favourite Les Reed song?
I think possibly my all-time favourite is "I'm Coming Home" by Tom.
Oh.
I just love that song. Obviously I'm biased and I love all of his songs, but "I'm Coming Home" that really is probably my all-time favourite.
I was in the audience in the Capitol in Cardiff. We had the Teddy Orchestra on, and he sang that for the very first time in public. This is my new single.
Right.
And he sang it.
Wow.
Anyway, we're not going to play that.
No.
We'll play it next week.
Moving on.
We're going to play "Daughter of Darkness," which is again written by him, and I'm going to get it right. That's Jeff Stevens. Okay, Donna, thanks for the time. You've been an absolute gem. Thanks very much indeed.
Owen, wonderful to talk to you, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Donna.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Donna Reed, daughter of the great Les Reed, who wrote this as well with Jeff Stevens. "Daughter of Darkness." Man, I'm on it.